Hey everybody, and welcome back to Word of the Day. It's your girl Candy. Today is Sunday, and it is July 19th, and we are going to do our Word of the Day. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday, relaxing. Me, I just been cleaning all day, so I'm hot and bothered, okay? So let's do our Word of the Day. Let's jump right into it. Our Word of the Day is Majesty. Royalty, I like that. Majesty. Lord my God, you are very great. You are clothed with splendor and majesty. Psalms 104 and 1. And it reads, how do you experience the majesty of God? Is it in the colors of the sunset? Does your heart tug at you with smiles and coos of a newborn baby? God's majesty may seem like something that is found only in big events or experiences. But really, it is to be found in everything from the magnificent to the monotonous. When was the last time you encountered God's splendor and majesty? If it feels like it has been a long time since you were wowed by God, ask Him to reveal more of it to you again. But don't forget to look for it in the mundane moments of ordinary life either. Look up, expect it, and search for it. See what incredible things God shows you when you ask Him for more revelations of His glory. Prepare to be amazed. Okay, and the bottom part says, God, I get so caught up in normal life that I forget to look for your beauty and majesty in small things, ordinary things. Help me recognize your glory in the big and small, and to give you the praise due to you. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Majesty. So the word majesty means impressive, stately dignity. Stately dignity means an imposing or poise, like a majestic presence. And so majesty, impressive, stately dignity, or grandeur. Grandeur means quality of being grand, majestic presence, in awe or inspiring in appearance, right? So that inspires awe and respect. Majesty is also used as an honorific title, like your, his, or her majesty, to directly or refer to monarchs like kings, queens, and emperors. And the monotonous when it says, but it is to be found in everything from the magnificent, which is great, wonderful, to the monotonous. Monotonous means something tedious, unvarying, repetitive, and boring, simple and non-exciting. So because it might not be so exciting, it might seem boring or whatever the case may be, you can still find majesty in those things, right? So the question was, it gave us a question. It says, when was the last time you encountered God's splendor and majesty? So for me, the last time it's every day, especially on a day when it's warm and let's say you outside. You could be at the top of a mountain. But for me, it's like when I close my eyes and I'm like in a field and you can just feel the wind blow upon your face, just like that breeze, that fresh, cool breeze. Oh my God. It's like air. It's the best for me. That is so majestic. That is His majesty to me because it's just a wonderful feeling. I love that. So I remember somebody had asked me, what does God mean to you? Or how do you reference God, or whatever? And I said that's the example that I gave them. It was like the breeze upon my face because it's literally air. You literally cannot breathe without Him, right? Another moment I would say would be when He blessed me and my children with this house. I had been trying for different places, and nothing was falling through. It just wasn't meant to be, And so I had this was last summer. It's been almost a year since we've been here, and I had finally came to the realization that, you know what, I'm I'm done. God is going to place me where He wants me to be, and that's going to be that. I'm gonna stop fighting. I'm gonna stop doing all these things and just prepare, stay doing what I need to do. And when He's ready, He'll bless me, bless us, me and my family with a house, right? And that's exactly what happened. I believe it wasn't 2 months later after I had came to that realization that, you know what, I'm done fighting. I'm going to just let God work on it. So I left it alone and I placed it in God's hands. And literally like 2 months later, He blessed us with a house that was actually better than all the other houses I had looked at. It's 10 times better, bigger, more square footage. It's like a mini castle. And all the other houses I had looked at were nice too. You know, this one could use a few updates and changes, but it's perfect for me right now. You know what I mean? And I knew it was God because I didn't have to fight. I mean, I had a little hiccup, little small hiccup, but that was it, you know. And everything from after that, you know, it was just like smooth. Because I knew it wasn't nothing. Because every time something good happens, here comes Satan with his big head trying to ruin everything. And that's what it was. But what God has made and planned for you, nothing and nobody can deter you or bring you out of that blessing except you. Only you can do that by doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, or doing something or not doing something you're supposed to be doing, things of that nature. But other than that, once God places that for you in your line of sight and in your reach, your grab, as long as you are focused and doing what you need to do, it's done. That's it, you know. And for me, that is another majesty, because I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because I was like, oh my goodness, I had been trying and trying and trying, but I was trying to do everything by myself. And when I finally let it go and gave it to God, He showed me His majesty, and it was so wonderful. And I couldn't be more thankful and more appreciative than what He has done by blessing us with this house, because it's great and I love it. So those are some examples for me for the word majesty. And just with a lot of things, I am learning to just let it go, give it to God, you know. And every time you do that, because the things that we're trying to get on our own, when you let it go and give it to Him, He will show you His majesty and give you something better. You think what you have now or what you're trying to get is good, but our good is like God's, it's okay. You know what I mean? So our like, ooh, is God's, I'll show you better, you know, and I'm so glad for that, you know. Let's see. Yeah, those are my two majesties. So think about some times where you had God's majesty. When's the last time you encountered God's majesty? And it doesn't have to be like these big things. I literally gave you two things, and that's perfect because it fell in line with monotonous and magnificent. That's crazy. I wasn't even trying to do that. It literally just happened that way. That's how I know this is blessed, and you know, God is in my life and He loves me, because I might not know it at the moment, but I say things and it's so aligned with everything, especially with what I'm reading. So, and shout out to Miss Cynthia too for giving me these books. Elder May and Miss Cynthia, I love you guys, and I wish you guys nothing but the best. So it says, but really it is to be found in everything from the magnificent, which was Him blessing me, and my children with this wonderful home, and then the monotonous, something that might seem simple, non-exciting, that we take for granted every day, which is air, the wind, because that's how I feel about God. He's literally my air, like, in that breeze, when it hits my face, it's the most wonderful thing in the world. So with that, I'm going to read the last paragraph again, and it says, God, I get so caught up in the normal life that I forget to look for your beauty and majesty in the small, ordinary things. Help me recognize your glory in the big and the small and to give you the praise due to you. And I give him all the praise and the glory every day and all the time. Okay? We are going to do our prayer, and our prayer is model God's love. And it reads, casting all your anxieties onto him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Wise and all-knowing Father, help me remember that though the changing circumstances of my life, your love will not waver in times of upheaval and doubts. Help me take a deep breath and be filled with calm, knowing you are constantly by my side. So be it. So it's saying, help me remember that though the changing circumstances of my life. So yesterday we talked about one of the examples was life transitions. So it says the changing circumstances of your life. So you might be going through a transition in your life. Your life may have been one way at one point in time, but now you are going through a life transition, meaning something happened and now your life will basically be changed forever. It could be a new job, a career, business. It could be anything, and you have to learn to adapt to that new circumstance and live in that situation. But it is saying, regardless of whatever that situation may be, you have to know that his love will not waver. Whether it's a good circumstance or a bad circumstance, his love does not waver. In times of upheaval, I should have Googled that because I have no idea what that means, and doubt, it says, help me take a deep breath and be filled with calm. So when you're feeling those anxieties, like the first verse when we started off, it says, casting all your anxieties onto him because he cares for you. So when you start to feel that doubt and those anxieties, just stay calm, take a deep breath, knowing that he is constantly by your side. And it can be comforting at times, even though we're human and we get in our heads majority of the time, and we get into our emotions and our feelings and all those things, so to speak. And we may feel a little down. We turn to our vices, which may be alcohol or smoking or whatever your vice is. Just know that you don't have to do those things in order to feel better. Just know that God is constantly with you. Just relax. Take a deep breath and relax. Like right now, I've been cleaning all day. It's Sunday. I'm going to go upstairs and take a shower and watch my show and just kind of ease my mind and relax. I have my Bible that I'm finna read a few stories because I'm kind of behind, so I have to do that and just relax. I mean, there's nothing that we don't need or want that he doesn't know already. So it doesn't make any sense for us to rattle our brain and be stressed and worried about it, right? So it says, casting all your anxieties onto him because he cares for you. That is 1 Peter 5:7. Wise and all-knowing Father, help me remember that though the changing circumstances of my life, your love will never waver, ever. In times of upheaval and doubt, help me to take a deep breath and be filled with calm and knowing you are constantly by my side. So be it. That is so beautiful. So our word for today is Majesty, because he is my king. He is your king. And that word, you can describe him with that word in so many ways, because he is grander. He is a majestic presence in my life. He is something that inspires me. He inspires me. He is all, and I respect him always. It says it is also used as an honorific title, because he is my king. his majesty. That's who he is. It says to directly to refer to monarchs like kings, queens, and emperors. Yes. So our word for the day was majesty, because he is your majesty, my majesty. And our prayer for today was model God's love. So it says, cast all your anxieties onto him because he cares for you. And with that concludes our word for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow is Monday. So let's prepare ourselves for that. And I wish you a blessed evening. Peace. Proverbs 30.